Go.
And we're back after the halftime show. I don't know if you got a chance to see that, but it was very poignant and well thought out. Jim Wynn has to be given a lot of props for that. I think it was a very nice remembrance of the 9/11 incident. I don't know how else to describe it.
Very solemn, very dignified. Very comprehensive show. It was very emotionally moving.
Just wrangling all those people to be here at that time, and then to tell 3 helicopters to fly over on cue is just amazing enough. So I'm going to say that in the Super Bowl realm of halftime shows, I'm going to say he's like the Orange Bowl.
There you go. Some quick halftime highlights here. 28-0 San Bernardino County over Riverside County. Mr. Thomas Carter of Cajon, 8 of 10 passing, 145 yards. Eric Schufert of Miller with 2 touchdown runs. The kickoff here by Paxton Luke is taken at the 2 to the right side, coming around the right side and cutting up the 20 across the 30 and 32-yard line.
Number 3, I think, for San Bernardino.
That's right.
Paul Pitts from Los Osos.
Paul Pitts of Los Osos with that return.
I think there should be a story on these boxes that the Centennial cheerleaders have, man. Look at those things. Those are nice. They got like snacks and stuff in there and in extra uniforms.
I saw them playing Xbox at halftime while that ceremony was going on.
I'm sure that was what they, and look how beautifully painted they are, too.
Well, and then you put them up next to the Panthers, whatever the Lady Panthers boxes are about 3 times the square footage. They're huge.
Oh, wow, yeah.
I think that they sleep in them in between games.
Look at the paint job.
Back to the action here. Handoff from Carter inside. Who was that? Was
show
that
those,
Marcus Mason?
Show those down there,
Marcus.
Dennis. Show those. Forget the game for a second, because games are terrible. But go ahead and show.
Wow, that's no commentary there.
Show the girl in the Hello Kitty one right down there. She's just to your right a little bit, Dennis. There she is, right there. Look at that. Look at that box. That's professionally painted, man. It's amazing.
That's very nice.
You know, and is Polly slumming it by just having boxes that have handles on the side and no actual containers?
They can't open them up. They can't play a game.
I think they're slumming it.
All right, 2nd and 9. Carter back to pass. A little screen pass to Mason off on the left side. He cuts up, loses his footing, and goes down at the 36. So it's going to be
Marcus Mason's mad at himself. He saw the hole. There was an actual lane there to actual run right up the numbers, and he tried to cut back on that and fell on his backside. Look at him. He's still in the huddle. They're up 28 points, and he's frustrated that he couldn't get that first down.
Well, he's had 2 receptions now for a total of 3 yards.
Wow. All right, so
Thomas Carter now 9 for 11 for 147 yards.
San Bernardino has quite a large offensive line. The center is just a load. I'm going to say he's close to 3 spins.
Carter takes a 3-step drop, spins to his left, fires on the left sideline where the ball is
they call it no catch.
Incomplete. Where Devin Blackman Donovan Harden of Rancho Cucamonga trying to say, I got it. And they said, no, you didn't. All right, so 4th down. And my favorite punter for San Bernardino County, Jake Van Ginkel, back to kick. He has punts so far of 30, 22, and 37 yards.
I'm surprised that people in Upland know where Corona is.
And a huge punt again, sending.
Well, sure they do. Centennial beat him in the playoffs.
Yeah, that whole west end of San Bernardino County, they look down their notes at all the Inland Empire.
56-yard punt.
They think they're actually LA County.
We had no scoring in the second quarter. Is that correct, or was it?
No, one touchdown. One touchdown in the
quarter?
second quarter. 3 in the first, 1 in the second. Riverside's had no scoring the entire game.
All right, Derek Brown in at quarterback. He was 4 of 8 for 35 yards with 2 interceptions in the first half. And he ran 3 times for -2 yards.
Look at the backfield there, guys. They got Barrington Collins and Superior Reed in the backfield there. That's going to be interesting to see.
Except for it's not that menacing.
That's right, he hands left, and Reed sweeping across the field. He's over the 25-yard line, knocked out of bounds about the 28. Nice run.
Jameel Irving came from the far side of the field, number 4 for San Bernardino, to track down. He actually cut the angle. He got hit. It did take him back a couple yards, but at least he slowed the play down so people gave him some help.
That's a menacing look. That was a menacing run, Zink. That was a first down.
They're giving him 11 yards, first down for Reed. Yeah, that Jameel Irving and Ethan Hillier, the 2 linebackers, really the stars of the defense thus far for San Bernardino. All right, 1st and 10. Brown again with 2 backs. Takes the snap.
They bring a heavy
hands
rush.
Off, and a nice move by Barrington Collins, sweeping to the right. He's across the 30, and he's out of bounds at the 31.
Irving again to the ball. Irving got across again, got to the football. They had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys tracking him down.
They've really bottled up Barrington Collins. He has a 9-yard run, but he also has a couple of carries for losses. You know, so
Pole had a chance to give him a good block there. He really didn't do anything for him.
No. I think these guys are starting to mail it in.
kind of harsh for a high school game, Dave.
Well, you know, let's go. Let's play some football. If you're going to put the pads on, play football.
It's an all-star game. All right, 2nd down and 7 for Riverside County.
Then
still
throw on the
scoreless.
flags.
We have not seen a lot of penalty flags. The referees are letting them play.
As they should.
And
They
Derek
bring the house
John
again.
throws left. The wide receiver screen.
first down.
Looks like about a first down.
Number 53, that would
Is
be
that Eric?
Alex Makarian of Alaya.
Ayala.
Ayala. Well, I don't know.
Eric
I was trying to
Finney
read
with
his last name there. I don't want to butcher it there, and I just did. Makarian.
All right, Eric Finney with an 8-yard reception there.
Actually looked like I had a little life here to come out in the third quarter here.
All right, 1st and 10. Second first down of the half for Riverside. Collins sweeps right. He's got a blocker. Pome with a block this time. And Collins pushes
8
the
yards.
pile up to the 47. It's going to be a gain of 8. So Lewis Jr. Pome got his block that time.
Yeah, there you go.
He's a big kid too, isn't he?
He is very. And Riverside's starting to show some life and some pride, I'd say.
I like to see them get him the ball a little bit. As you said, in the first half, get some underneath stuff to Pame because he can make stuff happen.
Yeah, two catches for 11 yards. All right, 2nd and 2. Collins this time runs inside.
Oh, what a tackle.
Pulled down.
You see that, Zink?
I was looking at Pome because
Number 50 there.
Yeah, Walter Ernest from Kaiser.
He just reached over and just pulled Collins down with one hand.
While he was being blocked.
Right. Just reached out and pulled him down.
One hand tackle by Walter Ernest.
San
Nice
Bernardino
play.
is not lacking size. They have some big linemen.
All right, 3rd and 2. No gain on the play. 6th rush.
Reading the play.
That's the 6th rush by Collins of 1 yard or less. All right, Brown hands off inside to Collins
right
at a
the
big
middle.
hole, and he runs in. He just eludes one tackle and spins forward and is pulled down, and a flag goes
Horse
down.
collar?
32. Going to be
Hey.
a face mask.
Face mask, I think so.
So it looks like an.
It looked like he had him by the shoulder pads, not by the face mask.
So he gets an 18-yard run.
Hold on, what's the call?
He waved it off. I think he might have thought that it was a face mask.
I think they thought because it looked like he had him by the shoulder pads.
Right.
All right, so an 18-yard run by Barrington Collins, and now first down, and Riverside County on the move.
Actually, I think in San Bernardino territory for the
Well,
first
yes.
time tonight.
All right, Leger running right, cuts back inside, and plows his way for a 7-yard gain.
I like the trio of backs they're showing here with Legier, who's run hard already, Superior Reed, and then Collins. Don't forget, Derek Brown's a pretty good runner too, as we've seen all season.
Yeah, Leger had 1,628 yards, 27 touchdowns for Roosevelt.
He's tough.
He moved the pile for a couple yards there. Brown with the snap hands. No, he fakes to Leger and is
You got your
going
wish, Lewis.
inside and gonna
Look at how strong he
struggle
is, though.
forward to the 21.
Number 50 got road.
Look at that run he made.
First down.
Derek Brown is so physical and so strong.
So a 4-yard run for Brown and another first down, the 4th first down of this drive.
From the 23-yard line.
1st and 10, 28-0 Riverside County challenging for the first time tonight. Brown with 2 backs, Collins and Reed. And he fakes it, he hands it left to Collins, and he's going to get no gain on this play. He's twisted down, might be a loss of 1. We'll see where they mark the ball.
Boy, Devin Hussey's just all over the place, isn't he? I mean, he's impressive too.
So they're going to call it a loss of 1.
Devin Hussey, member of our all-area team for HS Game Time.
From Colton, the inside linebacker from Colton. All right, 2nd and 11, Derek Brown takes the snap, and he throws over the middle to Pome.
There it is.
Inside, he's going to score. Yes, touchdown, Riverside County.
It's about time they got the ball to him underneath. He can really run the football and direct himself through traffic pretty well.
Junior Pome caught it around the 12-yard line, cut inside, little yards after contact, and powered his way in for a score. First touchdown of the game for Riverside County.
He's got that kind of Troy Polamalu hair work in there.
So what was that, a 28-yard?
Yeah, 23-yard touchdown
23-yard
play.
touchdown.
That's the best drive of the night, I think, for either team, really, if you think about it. Great balance on that drive. Don't you think, Zink?
Yes.
Thanks for the one-line answer there.
Well, it's the first time they made it into San Bernardino's side of the field. I'm going to say it is the best drive they've had all night.
Well, I mean, I
Over
think
either side. And Paxton Luke hammers through the extra point, and it's 28-7, and we're not quite in a ball game, but we're getting there.
We're getting there. Well, you know, it's interesting. I think they probably had more first downs on that drive than they had in the entire first
No,
half.
they did.
but they showed some good things there. They showed Superior Reed and Barrington Collins. They came back with Legier. Derek Brown took care of a big run there, you know, to kind of get extra yards. And then you also saw the underneath pass to Pome for the touchdown. So good things there for Riverside County. Let's see if they can get a defensive stop against San Bernardino and Thomas Carter, who I think right now is kind of has to be the MVP of the game.
I'd have to disagree with you.
Well, that would be the first time you disagreed with me on something, Zink. Usually you're wrong, though.
Yeah, you know what? You're right, Lewis. I am wrong.
Except you were right about that substation sandwich we had the other day. That was pretty good.
Thomas Carter, what Lewis referring to
Told you
there,
avocado was good.
9 out of 12 for 147 yards and a touchdown. There's a kick by Luke down to the 1,
And here we go.
coming out and cutting way back around.
Blackman.
Number 12 is Devon Blackman.
Throw the flag. There's a couple blocks to the back there.
Devon Blackman of Summit.
Who's heading to the University of Oregon in the fall.
Did a lot of running around and made it out to the 22.
Like, does the University of Oregon need any other guys like Devin Black? I mean, how many guys can you have on your roster who can run fast and cut like they do?
Except he's actually a bit bigger than most of the guys they've got.
He's 6'1".
He is.
He's a slender, big, tall.
I'm surprised they took him.
He's still of the same shape, though. He still can run
So
and cut. And
we'll get to see your friend Kenyon Barner on Monday night when
That's
Oregon
right.
plays Auburn in the
Notre
PCS
Dame,
championship game.
Riverside Notre Dame graduate playing for the University of Oregon. Actually, last year at the Rose Bowl, Kenjon was over 200 yards all-purpose.
And Devon Blackman had a 46-yard touchdown catch in the first half. All right, Carter back to pass. He's going to tuck it in and run on the right side, cuts to the sideline across the 30, and shoved out of bounds for a first down.
I like him. I like the way he plays football.
Yeah.
33.
You know, and it's kind of interesting because that was Rudy Arguelles who pushed him out of bounds, but he had the sideline. Rudy Arguelles had the angle on the sideline, and Blackman was still able to get by him. Carter was able to get by him. He's that fast.
So he has 5 carries for 30 yards now, in addition to the passing yardage.
He just makes things happen. You
He
know?
sure does.
And he just does.
He distributes the football well.
All right, 1st and 10 on the 33. San Bernardino responding after the Riverside drive. Takes the snap, hands off inside. And now coming to the left is that Blackman?
It was number, I can't read
Donovan
the
Hart and Ranch Cucamonga.
number 8.
Number 8?
Dwayne Brown. Was it?
It was number 6.
All right, Dwayne Harden of
Yeah.
Rancho Cucamonga.
And Chance Baker of Norco was, I'm going to say, you might want to pick something up. I think he got juked a little bit there and was going left when, what was that, Hartman?
Harden. So Donovan Harden, his second.
Harden was going right, he was going left. I don't think he had
a-
any idea where to tackle him.
All right, 2 carries for 16 yards for Harden. Now, 2nd and 4. Carter in an empty set is going to run it right up the middle, and he's going to get
Stopped
right at the first down mark.
Looks like number 47, John Tolziak of North, the defensive lineman, made that play.
All right, they're going to give him 4 yards and a first down for Thomas Carter. 34 yards rushing now for Carter.
You know, he's only 5'11", but you know he has presence in that pocket, and then when that thing collapses, he can just make things happen.
So could you see him play in college? Maybe not quarterback, maybe some other
Oh, I think
position?
he could play quarterback. Not that I know anything
Yeah,
about it.
I don't see him playing quarterback at Division I level. He's got a lot of other attributes. I mean, he could be a great receiver, a great running back, a great defensive back, probably be a great safety.
All right, 5 receiver set. Carter back, throws to the right, and it's almost picked off.
They got a penalty
Number
flag.
9 for Riverside.
So
Brad Purdy of Temescal Canyon.
That would be, Purdy.
So a flag down on the play. And we've got holding on
Shocking.
San Bernardino.
Shocking.
So they're gonna, looks like they're gonna take the penalty, no play. And Purdy comes out of the game and is replaced by Chance Baker of Norco. All right, going to be 1st and 25 back on the 31.
It just keeps getting colder.
Hey, Nels, on number 87 for Riverside County is David Irving, who is going to your home state of Iowa.
That's
to
right,
play
it's
for
gonna-
Iowa State, I
He's gonna
believe.
play for the Cyclones,
Right.
my wife's alma mater.
Oh, there you go.
He's from San Jacinto, right?
Yeah, that's right.
All right, inside screen here to Devon Blackman, and he's going to get wrapped up. So
Alex Garcia of Arlington with the tackle there.
a loss of 1.
Nice open field tackle by Garcia. Put both hands on him and pulled him down. And Blackman, you know, he's a load to stop.
So a completion for
Lewis, I
Carter.
love how you put Nels in just about every state in the Midwest but the state he's
It's all the
actually.
same.
Just one big plane to you?
You betcha. All right,
Because I didn't know he was from Iowa.
he's headed to, yeah. My brother lives in Iowa. All right, enough of that Midwestern nonsense. All right, Carter takes the snap. He's going to move to the right. He's about to get sacked, and he's taken down. No,
Oh, what a play.
He eludes
No.
the sack and throws over the
Hillier.
middle, and it's complete.
Wait, and they're actually 3rd down and 8 here.
That's right. To
Hillier
Ethan,
with the catch.
Ethan Hillier, who already has an interception return for a touchdown,
Little Olay for Carter.
gets it over to the 46, so a 16-yard pickup.
If he didn't have to come back to the ball,
Like a bullfighter with a cape. He
Right.
just ran the bull right by him.
he didn't have to come back to the ball. He might have had a few more yards.
I was when I saw him wind up to throw that, I thought he was going for everything.
Yeah, well, so Hillier picks up 16, and it's going to be 3rd and 8.
I thought Devontae Wilson had dead to rights back there at
He's-
about the 20-yard line.
He just went right over him. He
Yeah.
ducked, and he just went right over him. All right, 3rd and 8, Carter, back to pass. Here comes the rush
Wilson
again.
was there.
Wilson on top of McGinn. That was
Yep.
a screen pass to Dylan Malone that goes incomplete.
Well, Wilson took himself out of that play by stumbling. He got. I think he was so surprised he got in the backfield that fast that he just fell over.
Now Wilson is a tall cup of water there. He is, he must be at least 6'4". What is he?
6'4",
listed at?
230 they list him at.
Going to SC.
All right, and into punt now on 4th down. Jake Van Ginkel with a high floating kick called fair catch on the 19-yard line. So it's only a 35-yard punt for
Monte
Van
Price making the
Ginkel.
catch.
So they've now held. Van Ginkel's punted 5 times. So the Riverside County defense has really stepped up after the first quarter.
I think they were just spotting San Bernardino County some points. They'd come back on them.
But you know, the thing about that drive, though, was that, you know, it was productive, and in fact, it took time off the clock.
Yeah, we're down to 2 minutes in the third quarter. I think the clock operator. We'll see how the fourth quarter. See if they run that a little faster.
Well, they're going back in the backfield with Reed and Collins in the backfield now.
I'd like to see Legier running the ball. You know, he
got
he had the most exciting run of the game so far for Riverside County.
Eric Finney, Pome, and don't know who's on that far outside. But
that'd be the West Valley receiver, Carlisle. So Collins inside and is going to pick up about 3. Collins getting the lion's share of carries here for Riverside County. They're going to give him 4. 12th carry for Collins. The most anybody else has is 4.
Still a pretty good crowd. You'd
All
think
right.
a 28-7 game would be less people here still.
All right, 2nd down and 6. See if Riverside County can put together a drive and make this a ball game. All right, Brown back to pass, looks left, completes the ball to the 29.
Short of the first down.
1 yard short of the first down, where it's caught there by Charles Carlisle from West Valley.
West Valley's football coach, Jason Thornburg, just stepped down, creating another position that's open now, and we'll be interested to see who fills that one.
What was his reason, Lewis?
Family, volleyball.
He's got those
Girls
kids.
volleyball.
You know how the kids kind of occupy, a lot of time.
Good reason to step away from it.
Dang kids.
Yeah.
Darn these kids.
All right. They gave him first down here. Brown back to pass. No, he fakes the handoff and he runs left, and he's going to pick up about 4 bruising yards.
Boy, Superior played out that fake really well. I actually thought he had the ball.
So it looked like Brown was going to get hit real hard on the corner there.
Yeah.
And he doesn't absorb blows. He manages to
Distribute them.
Yeah.
He hands them out.
So he gets 3.
We're going to end this. This will be the last play of the third
Well,
quarter.
as tall as he is, it's hard for him to get low with your pads, but he still manages to do so and give people a lick when they get in on him.
All right, 2nd down and 7. Brown takes the snap and hands off to Superior Reed going right, and he's going to be in danger of losing yards. A real penetrating defense by San Bernardino. Those linemen penetrated 5 yards upfield. And he goes out of bounds at the 30 for a loss of 2.
Jameel Irving of Summit was right there to kind of tie him up and get some help over to knock him out.
I don't see on those sweeps. I don't see them looking for the inside cutback. They seem to want to go around the end.
In fact, on several carries, we've seen them cut around defender and go 3-4 more yards deeper into the backfield. So at some point, they're 10 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and a cutback inside really will, especially if you got people downfield blocking, which Riverside seems to have, that gets you a little extra yardage.
All right, so the third quarter comes to an end. Riverside County puts up 7 points to make it a 28-7 game. And now San Bernardino has been held to 7 points, really, in the last
2 quarters.
The last 4 minutes of the first quarter and the next 2 quarters. So a scoring drought for, I wish they had a nickname for the...
See, this is going to turn in. I don't want it to. I want it to be a game where there's a comeback, but right now it looks like it's shaping up to be they got too much early and they didn't get enough late. Make this thing competitive.
So the visitor side held scoreless in the third quarter. We opened the fourth with a 3rd and 9 play from their own 30, Riverside County, with Derek Brown at quarterback and Barrington Collins as the lone setback. Brown back to pass, looks over the middle.
That's
He's
Legier.
going to be forced to the left, and he throws left, and he overshoots number 5, Charles Carlisle.
Look at Pome raising his hands from about the San Bernardino 30, showing how wide open he was. He was 5 yards from any other player, but Brown having to run across his body. I don't think unless he stopped and set up, he'd have a chance to get that ball that deep downfield.
Yeah, and that was Joey Legier hiding behind Brown.
Right.
Barrington Collins, either one of them can hide behind the big 235-pound quarterback. All right, Paxton Luke back to punt. This will be his 5th punt of the game. He had a 64-yarder to highlight the first half, one of the better plays of the first half for Riverside County.
That's saying a lot.
Got a 20-yard roll on a nice punt. See if he turns it over.
All right, another beautiful
Boy, he
high
is good
kick.
at it. I can see why he's going to a Division I school.
And that's whoop,
Oh!
he touched it, and it's down at the 14-yard line.
Wow.
They're going to mark it at the 15.
I don't think
that's a 55-yard punt. Of course, there's no rush. But
I don't
still.
think he can make up his mind as whether he wanted that or not. That's
Well, the
what-
guy ahead of him called the fair catch.
Caden Glass, a wide receiver from Redlands, was the guy. You know, he kind of looked like he didn't know if he was supposed to take it or not.
Well, if he didn't, it was going to bounce inside the 10, so
Yeah.
he might as well cover it.
Well, then he touched it and let it go.
Yeah. Oops. All right, 11 minutes 46 seconds to go in the fourth and final quarter. I assume there's no overtime in the All-Star game.
Yeah, they have fifth quarter for all the kids who couldn't play in the All-Star game. Didn't get much action.
All the Coachella Valley kids didn't get to play this year.
Whoa, hey.
Wow, there you go.
All
Wow.
right, so
Is that an indictment on
so
Coachella Valley football?
we have Eric Schufert at quarterback from Fontana Miller. The left-hander, he's going to take the snap and fake a handoff, drop straight back, looks for a screen, that's covered, and he's looking downfield, and he throws a short pass on the left.
Great play. Number 75 for Riverside.
That's deflected by Zach Dombrowski of Elsinore.
Great play.
Dombrowski had an unbelievable game in the championship against Summit. You know, with the three Joe Jose Banda and Nathan Peralta. The Elsinore linebacking defensive line crew was unbelievable in that game.
Schufert is 0 for 3 passing.
Very.
Offsetting the Thomas Carter accuracy that we've seen.
You know, as time goes on, the athleticism in a defensive line is just becoming incredible from, even 10 years ago.
Yeah, you wouldn't take some of these guys and make them defensive ends. They'd be tight ends and linebackers. And
Exactly.
Schufert running up the middle and a punishing
Look at
blow.
this. Does he have the
first down?
He's almost to the first down
Yeah.
marker. It looks like they're going to give it to him.
Dwayne Brown, the receiver from Kaiser, kind of blocked the whole pile and moved it forward the last 2 yards. They're going to give him 10
They got the
yards.
first down.
They're going to give Schufert out to the 27. So it's going to be 11 yards and a first down. Six carries for Schufert on the day. He has 2 touchdowns in the first quarter. All right, 3 receivers set to the right. Tight end on the right side as well, an unbalanced line, and he's going to hand off inside. Is that Taylor Ruiz of Serrano?
Running the ball,
And he's going to get 1 on the play.
Mm.
Remember, after the game,
We got 10:36 left in the game with San Bernardino leading 28-7. A third down and 9 for San Bernardino. Looking to get another first down, continue this drive. Last time they had the ball, they ate about 5-6 minutes off the clock, right, Lewis?
Yep. Yeah, most of the third quarter.
Yeah.
All right, Schufert back to pass. He's throwing
Holding.
along and coming back for the
Oh, he
ball
did.
and catching the ball and dropping it.
Shepard's pass falls incomplete.
Was that 2
There's
or
catch,
3? Is
possession, and a football move
That's
there.
Paul Pitts of Los Osos.
Could have sworn they would have called a holding call. Daniel Fusi of Corona was just basically pushed down to the ground.
Was he sat on?
I would say he was sat on. White Hat did not make a call on that one.
All right, third down and 9 for San Bernardino County.
Here, the crowd on the Riverside stands starting to take notice of the Riverside
Right.
team.
Schufert rolls right, throws
Interception.
left, and it's picked off.
Number 6.
It's Greg Henderson out of Norco. There's a penalty marker down at the 25-yard line.
I think that'll be declined.
Right.
Well, let's see what we got. We might
It's a
have
hold. It's right there in the line.
Yep.
and it is.
Holding is called against San Bernardino.
Riverside with great field position. 9:55 left and getting ready to take over possession. Ball at the 25 of San Bernardino.
All right, who had
First
that,
and 10.
Who had that interception, Lewis?
That'd be Henderson.
Yeah, Greg Henderson and Norco picked it off at about the 45-yard line.
Goes for about 20 yards on the return.
Yep.
That was just a little hot, overthrown. I think Carter, Riverside County player, that's Corona player, had some problems. Not Carter, what's his name?
Starks?
Starks had some problems with that in the first half, and we're seeing San Bernardino throw a few errant passes in the second half here.
All right, Derek Brown hands off inside. Superior Reed's going to go for 1, and that's it. Yeah, Schufert's been more impressive running the ball than throwing it. He hasn't completed a pass yet. He's 0 for 5 now with an interception.
Walter Ernest was there to make the play, looks like defensively, for San Bernardino on that last run by Superior Reed.
All right, no gain on the play.
So we got trips left, single right, and we got Superior in the backfield. Paul May is bookend by 2 other receivers.
He just towers over, who is that? Olajide? DJ rather. All right,
Blocking.
Superior Reed running left. He's got a
He's
block.
got room.
Paul May. He's going to score all the way around the left end. Touchdown Reed!
No flags.
And I think he got away with a hold on a block downfield.
There was a few.
Number 22 for San Bernardino, Cortland Ford out of Etiwanda, was saying, "Hey, look, I'm being held here."
Well, you know, they ran trips to that side and ran back to the trips, and you can see the receivers come 3 yards off the line. I don't know how, as a defender, you don't realize that these guys are not actually running a route, that you got a play coming your way, but they got locked up by those receivers and gave Superior Reed an open lane to the end zone.
All right,
Why is it the holder's the last guy on the field? How does that work? Oh, no, he's not. They go for 2? No. There you go. The holder was going to, oh, there we go.
Right.
Here comes the holder. Last guy on the field.
Tanner Henry a little slow out there.
I think that was the first time we really saw Superior Reed really show how strong he is and how fast he is.
He turned the Jets on around the corner. All right, Paxton Luke pounds it through, and it is a ball game now, 28-14.
I don't know why they don't contest those point afters. That could be the difference in this game. Okay, they're down by 2 touchdowns. I'm wishful thinking.
All right, let's see if Superior Reed gets the ball a little more in the fourth quarter here. Barrington Collins has had the most carries with 12. Superior Reed now.
Look at the energy of Bill Stacy from Roosevelt, the Riverside County coach. He's really fired up. I don't know if you could press in on that, Dennis, at some point to show him. He's out there coaching him up. You know, looking at, like, we can get this thing going here, guys.
All right, 7 carries for 44 yards now for Superior Reed.
Well, you got to give the offensive line for Riverside some credit on that drive. They were able to move the football, move the offensive line or the defensive line, and so Riverside now only down 2 touchdowns.
Here's the kickoff.
San Bernardino needs to get something moving here.
Blackman at the 3.
All right, so he cuts inside and cuts back to the left.
Oh!
A little indecisive. He started to cut to the right, and then he cut back inside to the left. No room there, and he's hit hard.
He almost looked surprised, didn't he? It looked like he was totally surprised by what came at him.
Alex Garcia from Arlington just came roaring in like the lion that he is, Zig.
He's taken down at the 15. So Riverside County, a stop or a turnover here, and it's a ball game.
If you want to just throw me off the back
Lewis
of
is like Captain Hyperbole, you know? He's all over it. You like the little guys, you know?
I do like these little guys.
Little half-pint guys. All right, here we go.
All right,
a stout offensive line for San Bernardino.
Thomas Carter back in for San Bernardino. And he has 2 running backs in formation. He's going to fake left, handoff inside. And is that Marcus Mason who is carrying that ball?
That's Marcus Mason.
He's out to the 23 for a gain of 8. So Mason with 8.
Anthony Gordon of Beaumont making a play there.
Mason looked very much like it was a purposeful running right there. He didn't look like he was going to back down to anybody. All year long, he's been the engine for that Etiwanda football team.
This is an interesting defensive alignment for Riverside County with Irving and Wilson as your defensive ends. They're huge.
They're huge. All right, 30 yards now on 5 carries for Mason. Carter with a snap. He goes back. He's going to tuck it up and run.
Irving's got him, and he makes the sack. David Irving out of San Antonio.
And he enjoys it too. You see that?
Yep.
A little bit of revelry there.
But
No
Chris,
harm in that.
Chris Semecki out of Murrieta Valley, who's the inside, who's the tackle there, he really did a nice job of breaking through and causing some mayhem there on the interior.
All right, 4-yard loss on the play. It's going to be 3rd and 6.
Zemeski out of Murrieta Valley, I've been saying that right, 6'2", 218. You also have Gordon there from Beaumont at 6'2", 278.
All right, Carter on an inside handoff.
Marcus Mason again with the football.
And he's going to be
Almost
stopped,
at the first down
stopped
marker.
short of the first down.
Looks like he got 2 yards short, about 2.5 yards short of the first down.
Wilson was there.
So he gets 4 on the play. Yeah, you know, I saw Murrieta Valley play about 4 times in a 5-week stand in Zarnecki. Real good nose for the ball. It's good inside linebacker, had an interception or 2 while I saw him. Good smart player for Murrieta Valley. All right, Jake Van Ginkel into punt for San Bernardino County. And he takes his merry time and hits a high short punt, called for a fair catch right at midfield. So kind of a 26-yard punt into the wind.
Field position has really helped Riverside County in this second half. They got 6:52 left, and they're getting ready to cut the lead to a single touchdown.
That's right. This is shaping up like the NFL game today, where all of a sudden the Seahawks look like they're going to let the Saints back into it, but no. So we'll see who steps up for San Bernardino County.
This time, guys, we've got Barrington Collins in the backfield in the lone setback.
All right, Derek Brown, 2 receivers right, 2 left. He takes the snap, hands off to Collins, straight up the middle, and he's going to get tackled after about a 7-yard gain.
They missed a face mask on that one.
Starting to lock up here. Watch the defense offensive lines, the way they're really starting to play.
13th carry for
Seha of Summit was there to make the tackle. 5'11", 235.
All right, Brown takes the snap, hands off, fakes the handoff to Collins in the middle, and he goes around right. He's going to get a first down, and he breaks through the first line of defenders all the way down to the 32 of San Bernardino.
That was one tackle from the end zone, really. I don't think 53 would have caught him if he got away from that tackle.
Down to the 33, an 11-yard run for Brown. Looked like he was going to get stopped, and all of a sudden looked like he might bust through to go the distance.
He just ran right past and over Kendall Chambliss of E.B. Miller, who was the safety that came up.
He has deceptive speed. He's faster than he looks when he's kind of lumbering like that. Passes left to Olajide.
Little flat
he
pass.
gets a block, and he cuts up through the number and down and lands right on the 10 marker. Right on the 0 there. They're going to mark it right on the 11. And the first catch of the day for DJ Olajide, Centennial's second leading receiver this year.
And all of a sudden, it's interesting. They're looking great.
So what was that, a pickup of about 22?
Oh.
All right, Derek Brown with hands off
Barrington
left
Collins.
to
Barrington
Collins.
Collins.
Sweeps left.
Nice
and
tackle.
down to the
23 with an
5 or
arm
6.
tackle there. We had
Cortland Fort on the tackle.
All right, they're going to mark it on the
Or
7.
Kendall Chambliss,
Isn't that
sorry.
Kendall Chambliss
Yeah,
of
it
Miller?
is. His jersey, since that just looks like 22 rather than 23.
All right, 5-yard gain for Collins.
So Chambliss stops that one.
5 minutes.
nice play. Saved a touchdown.
We're down to the 5-minute mark now. Riverside County driving, trying to get within a 1-score, make it a 1-score game. Handoff inside to Collins, and he scores! Nice cut inside. That's Legier, that's not Collins.
Legier with a nice cut back to get into
Tremendous
the end
run.
zone.
Actually, the last 2 runs were Legier. So a touchdown run for Joey Legier of Roosevelt. And it's 28-20 with 4:56 to go.
There we go. Paxton Luke with the point after, of course, uncontested. Take your time and good.
Bad snap, but alas, they still made it.
You have all day to set that thing up.
All right, 28-21.
So, Nels, if Riverside gets the ball back and they score again, do you go for 2?
I don't think they can.
That's,
I don't think they
I don't
can.
know if you can.
you can't go for 2?
I think they have some rule against it.
Well, if you can't go for 2, then there shouldn't be an overtime. Let's put it that way.
Oh man, don't play to a tie. That's like kissing your sister.
Why should I have to make it personal, Nick?
Wow. Hey, that's how it's done in the Zinc House, I guess.
All right, back deep for San Bernardino. Looks like we have Donovan Harden and Dwayne Brown, and it's going to be into the end zone for a touchdown. So Paxton Luke with a long kick with the wind. Funny how that works.
Kickers have been busy tonight. We got a 28-21 score with 4:56 left in the game. San Bernardino has the ball at the 20, looking to try and close out Riverside County and take a 7-6 series lead in the Inland Empire All-Star game.
They should be in there. They should be in there. Okay.
All right, so
What's Jim Wynn's concern?
He wants to know if the halftime looked good.
Yeah, Thomas Carter hands off inside.
There was a halftime show? You should have said there was a halftime
Was it a
show?
halftime show, Jim?
Where was the halftime show? Did I miss that?
Spectacular
And a big
halftime
pile
show.
up there.
Did you tell him it would do Six Flags or Disneyland proud?
It definitely would.
And Taylor
He's in the wrong
Ruzzi of
business.
Serrano picks up 2, as if you guys care. And it's second down.
I think he's a pretty good
Nels,
trainer.
it's an all-star game. I think you used that one on me earlier.
So did you give Jim 2 thumbs up?
Yes, I gave him a thumbs up because my other hand is cold. So
All right.
You could have given him a pinky and a thumbs
that's
up.
true.
That's kind of shocking, you know.
Shaka.
All right, fake inside, Carter
Carter.
gonna run, and he's going to be
Ooh.
pounded.
Oh.
And a kind of a
Devontae Wilson.
Man, it's not often you see somebody tackled that way.
Actually, he was asking about the MVP because he wanted to talk to Murphy and EPJ about that. And I got to say, I thought Thomas Carter in the first half, but second half, I'm not sure. I mean, I'm thinking this defensive line, and they made some changes, but the two defensive ends have been incredible, especially Wilson from Corona.
I don't know, Mr. Brown has had a good showing here in the second half, running that offense, moving it down the field. It makes Carter and he kind of at a wash, I'd say.
All right, 3rd and 5. Carter back to pass, throws over the middle, got a receiver, it's deflected and almost intercepted, and Zarnecki tipped it away. Nice play
Boy,
by the Murrieta Valley linebacker.
The defenders were so excited about the big hit that they didn't even realize that there's a ball in the air they could catch and change possession.
I think it was actually Andrew Lewis, number 42.
It was Andrew Lewis.
Right.
You're right. I'm misidentifying players all over the place.
That's how we roll on HS Game Time Live.
All right, here's the kick by Van Ginkel. A nice kick into the wind. High, it's going to be a fair catch at the 42.
Boy, their last 4 possessions have been near midfield or beyond.
Yeah, 33-yard punt for Van Ginkel.
Did Irving play in the first half? Did I miss that?
He did. He played a little, but not as much.
But it seems like since they put him in and with Wilson there, that they just have all of the problems. Those 2 ends collapsing on that offensive line.
And if you watch them, it might just be that they're changing the way they're not trying to go outside. They're trying to take a hard step outside and cut in and cut down those lanes.
Right.
In the first half, there were lots of running lanes open. There aren't any here in the second half. I'll tell you that, at least for San Bernardino.
All right, Derek Brown with single running back, and we got a little early motion here. Looks like they're going with Superior Reed as the running back. It's going to be a motion penalty on Riverside, so they'll step back 5 yards.
Got Pome, Henry out of Corona, and he's got Charles Carlisle, West Valley, and number 19, Trey Minhart of Santiago. are the wide receivers. Single setback with Superior Reed. Home and Brown talking to each other.
Yeah. Home saying, throw me the ball. And they should. He's a beast. All right, screen left to Henry. He's going to, not Henry, I'm sorry, to Eric Finney.
And that's interesting. It's interesting because the amount of conversation went between Brown and Pomey, you'd almost think that they were going to be going that way and went completely the opposite side.
So they slid Carlisle out and put Finney in there at the last second.
So Finney picks up 5, maybe 6. And now they're going to go 3 receivers to the right. Pomey just dwarfs the inside receiver, whether it's Manhard or Olajide rather. I'm sorry. Brown going to pitch left to Reed. He's got the first down and he the pile down to the 42.
And there's his patented jumpy tackle. He likes to do that. Oh.
What was that game? Was the game against Ramona maybe?
Yeah, it was against La Sierra.
La Sierra at Ramona.
And La Sierra defender went to go tackle him low, and he literally just...
He easily jumped 20 feet.
He jumped 10 yards.
Yeah.
He's a full stride and jumped, and he landed, well, actually about 8 yards, but it was near 10 yards.
All right, we're inside 3 minutes. This could be the telling possession.
There's Barrington Collins back in there, isn't it?
Yep. They're first and 10 on the 42. 3 receivers wide right, 1 left.
Looking for Pomey right in the middle.
Goes thrown long for Finney, and it's going to be incomplete.
Wow. Nice defensive effort by number 10 for San Bernardino. That was Tyler Irvin of Colton who kept him on the outside.
I don't know what Finney saw because he was fighting for inside shoulder, and the ball was thrown 10 yards past him.
Pomey was wide open down the middle, though.
Brown had completed 5 passes in a row prior to that one. All right, 2nd down and 10. I like it, though, going for it all.
Yep.
2:29
we got
on
a
the
second
clock.
and 10 with 2:29 left.
All right, Collins, the lone setback. Brown takes the snap, straight back. He's got a little center
middle
screen
screen.
to Collins, and he cuts inside back.
What a run!
Right around the referee.
What a run!
First down. Looks like a first down.
And he goes for 11.
Now, as you see him just kind of push off the referee.
Yeah.
So Collins gets 11 on the catch. You know, he only caught 3 balls all season for Centennial.
Is that right?
Yeah, 3 for 30. All right, 1st and 10, they're driving. We're down near the 2-minute mark on the 33-yard line, trying to get the game's tying score. Collins cuts left, goes wide and down to the 29.
Boy, I don't know what it is about this field, but I'm seeing a lot of guys taking hard cuts and not able to maintain their balance.
Well, they keep getting tripped up by that 25-yard line.
Pretty certain that Collins switched the ball in his hands.
He did.
Yeah.
He got 8 on the play. They're down to the 24, and we're at
The clock's ticking.
We're at 140. This could be the final drive for Riverside County.
The drive.
The drive. All right, Collins, the lone setback, the snap, and a little motion on the part of the offense.
Bring it back to the 31.
So what do you think the difference was between this half and the first half?
They're going to call encroachment on San Bernardino.
Wow.
So it's going to be a first down for Riverside County.
And the clock stopped. Riverside woke up. I don't know what they did. Did they give them a cup of coffee in the locker room at halftime? But you would think an extended halftime would make teams a little bit less eager in the second half.
How does Bill
to start out.
Stacy rate for the halftime speech? Meeting?
I'd like to know what he said to him because they were lackluster in the first half and they've come out showing a lot more game in the second, a ton more game in the second half. 1:13 left, 28-21, Riverside driving.
1st and 10, fake handoff, Brown looking left, now he's rolling right, he's got Pomey, but he's going to tuck it up and run, and he runs.
Oh, wow!
And he's down inside the 5.
Listen to the crowd. The crowd's loving this. Boy, he ran over a couple people on that run.
We had Junior Pomey wide open, and he just said, sorry, dude, I'm going to run it.
Number 7 was scraping across the back of the end zone and was also open. Was it 7, I believe?
So they call a timeout.
We're going to get a timeout, Riverside, with 56 seconds to go.
That'd be Tanner Henry of Corona was scraping across the back of the end zone and was open, but at that point, Brown had committed to the run.
Yeah, and you had Junior Pome sitting right inside the 5 as well, and he just said, I can run it there, and he did.
Well, I guess the guys say that Brown has been the MVP of the second half, for sure.
And the defense.
Yep, the defense has been incredible.
So maybe the answer to your question from earlier, what's the difference, is that Derek Brown came to play in the second half. Really cold start in the first quarter, really cost him with the interception return for the touchdown and a couple of drop snaps.
Well, and it's 2 drives in, and it's 14-0 in the first half, and Riverside just seemed to be reeling from that point. But they went in at halftime, regrouped, and they're in this game. They could actually tie this thing up here with 56 seconds left in the game.
All right.
Barrington Collins is a setback.
First and goal from the 4 is where they ended up marking that. 56 seconds to go. Brown hands off to Collins, and Collins is going to get dropped for a loss.
He fumbled the ball, too, and fell on it.
Number 50 on that one. That was a great play by Walter Ernest of Kaiser.
A smart play by Collins. He actually dropped the ball to the ground and fell to catch it, or to fall on it.
Another timeout for Riverside, and that ball marked back at the 9, so a 5-yard loss.
Kind of had to. They got 1 left.
Probably don't get a chance to practice that 2-minute offense.
And as you can tell, you can tell by the number of kids sitting on the bench that they're back in the game.
Yeah, there's nobody sitting on the bench. You're right. And in the first half, we saw, what did you count?
There was 15 at one point. Yeah. I mean, you can always tell by the body language on the sideline as to whether you're in a game or not. I hope they do overtime and make this. If they tie this thing up, I hope they do go to overtime. I'd like to see this game won.
And Ryan Thayer, the center from Norco, has come out of the game. Appears to be injured. So, all right, 41 seconds to go in the game. 28-21. San Bernardino County. They took a 21-0 lead in the first quarter. They led 28-7 at half.
No,
28-0 at half. 28-7 after 3. And now Riverside County second and goal from the 8. Knocking at the door for a chance for a tying score. 2 running backs. Brown is going to hand off to Collins, sweeping right. He's inside the 5, and he's going to score. Touchdown! Barrington Collins.
Well, there you go. A tale of 2 halves. First half all San Bernardino, second half all Riverside County. But for the, now they're going to contest this point after Nels?
They're going to go for 2.
I thought we just told me you couldn't.
Well,
I don't know, maybe they can.
Bill Stacy just used his last time out. So.
I'm telling you right now, these San Bernardino is, if they give up this 2-point conversion, it's going to be very deflating. And Riverside, they get the 2-point conversion, and this place is going to erupt.
I'll tell you what, Barrington Collins has 14 carries for 52 yards. Real sluggish first half. Picked it up a little bit in the second. But you could see his speed on that play, kind of an inside handoff. Just took it right to the corner.
With traffic.
Well, and they brought the house. There was a picket fence on that side blocking for him, I'll tell you that.
On the short side, they went sweep on the short side, and he skirted right on in.
Got a nose for that end zone, too. You saw as soon as he hit the goal line, he wanted to make sure he got that football in.
Well, he got enough practice at it. He scored 42 touchdowns this season.
Yeah, really.
All right, they're going to go for 2. None of this overtime nonsense. Let's decide this thing one way or another. All right,
well, it would be a darn shame if they didn't make it.
Let's set the scene for you. You got Derek Brown at quarterback. You got Joey Legier and Barrington Collins at running backs. You got a 2 running back set.
San Bernardino takes a timeout. You have Henry and Pome one side, and you have Finney on the other.
I like a little Junior Pome kind of quick inside slant. I like that play.
I say you run trips, and you run Pome and somebody deep across the back, and you run somebody short across the front of the end zone.
Or a
You just run it.
Joey Legier
You know what? It would be nice
sweeper
to
on
see.
the wide side.
It would be nice to see Brown just try and shove that thing right up the middle.
Well, we might see that. So you got a couple options here for.
What are you gonna do?
I like Nels' idea.
What's
Well,
that?
you know, I thought about it for a minute. It's like you take everybody, maybe take Irving and some of these other guys who play on the offensive line during the season and just push it through.
That's another shout out for the San Jacinto Valley kid.
Well, when you're 6'7", you're gonna play that in in college.
It's called being myopic, Nels.
No, but he's got a point. The guy could line him up at tight end, put him on one of these behemoths on the San
Yeah,
Bernardino
get around
defensive
this. Get around this guy. You know, that's been kind of some of the differences in the game. Is the defensive line for Riverside County has been pretty tough to get.
Yeah,
get
well,
through.
John Saliga's on this end right now from Redlands. They line the ball up in the center. All right, so you have Tanner Henry is wide right, Junior Pome is in the right slot.
Finney out on the left.
Finney wide left, and you have Legier and Collins.
They got Legier and Collins. Look at that.
All right, Derek Brown, give me the play of the game right here. Takes the snap, going to hand off to Collins. He's sweeping left. There's a lot of traffic to get around. He's not going to get it. A flag down. He sweeps right. Now he just throws it. Henry catches it. And he's out. Oh, my goodness.
And the crowd goes wild. There's a hold.
Flag down.
Hold.
So you think
Holding on the offense.
You think that was a play or was that impromptu? Because Collins went left and found 4 defenders and thought, oh no, I'm not going to make it.
Yeah, I think Collins.
Throw it across to Henry. Hey, why don't I just throw it across to Henry and have him run it in?
Holding on Riverside County. So they're going to step this one off and try it again. But wow, what an interesting play.
And for nothing else, a game that we thought was going to be boorish in the second half has become quite entertaining.
Wow. And it wasn't like a real strong throw back across the field either.
No, he had to reach for it.
And it was short, and Henry came back for it, caught it, and stepped aside from one defender and made it in.
It was almost like throwing it to the inside shoulder because he made it where he could only get it, and it also put him in position to cut back on somebody to get in the end zone.
Right. So you had the defender going one way and you cut back the other. All right, we're going to try it again, this time from the...
I say you go fumble Ruski.
They're marking it from the 15.
They're going to kick it.
They're going to kick it, all right.
Oh, God, Paxton Luke. No pressure. No pressure.
Yeah, it's only got, a 31-yard attempt now.
Yep.
Oh, wait, they can't contest it. Is this the gentleman's agreement thing?
I believe it is. So they're going to kick from the 22, take your merry time, and he
Oh,
kicks
no.
it.
Oh. That's almost like when you take your sand wedge, trying to just flop it up on the green, you get a little bit too much dirt.
All right, 28-28. Do you know the rules? Are we playing overtime?
I don't know. We're going to find out shortly, though. I think they got to play this one off. The way that Riverside's come back, it'd be a disservice to this game if they didn't play this off.
David, this is the closest game in All-Star Game history.
Uh-oh. Oh, Nelly. Is that right?
It's closer than the score indicates. There have been no ties in the All-Star Series, whether it was a Riverside County game for the first 13
years. Now, is there a game
years,
that's closer than 3 points?
We had 21-18.
18-14 in 2001.
Because San Bernardino.
21-18, Lewis. We got a 3-point game.
San Bernardino, if their kicker is good enough, I think that all they got to do, they're not going to let them return it. Just kick it in the back of the end zone.
Kick it in the end zone. All right, so San Bernardino has the ball on the 20 with 34 seconds to go. There was a 3-point game in the Riverside All-Star Classic and a 3-point game as the Inland Empire Classic. So. Not a whole lot of penalties either.
I think EPJ is starting to fret. He's like, yeah, I just want to get this story in. It's the last football story of the year. Come on. We have to go overtime. Look, he's over there. He's talking to Merriam. Yeah, look. Yep. And Terry Pearson, they're huddling to see what they're going to do. All right, here we go. San Bernardino with the ball with 34 seconds left.
All right, Thomas Carter. He's going to roll right, and he throws short.
Get out of bounds. Get out of bounds. You're not going to gain anything.
Blackman's going to pick up about 10, 11 yards. The clock will stop for the first down. Devon Blackman a Summit on the catch, so they're going to give
Wind
him.
it up. There it goes. Clock starts
give him
again.
12.
Guys, you're gonna. There you go. You're gonna.
They're
It's
gonna down
game
it.
over. It's game over.
They
They waited
spiked
too
it.
much time.
They spiked
That
it.
was 11 seconds from the time that they started. They set the clock. Set the ball. Why do you have to look to the sideline to spike the ball? Just spike it.
All right, 17 seconds to go.
Boy, San Bernardino has done themselves no favors here in the second half. I'll tell you that. The Riverside sideline. Look at them. They're up. They're very, very excited on the Riverside sideline.
Look at show them on the sidelines.
I think Charles
Dennis.
Carlisle is the best dancer down there.
Right down there in the middle. There you go.
All right, I'd send them all along and let Carter run.
All right, here we go, Dennis. Back to the action.
All right, 17 seconds to go, tie game. Harden in motion, Carter back to pass. He's going to scramble and he's going to chuck it long. He's looking for Blackman and it's out of bounds.
Nice catch by the assistant coach.
Is that a one-handed catch?
That was a one-handed catch.
All right, 10 seconds to go.
I got a break there too because
Mad skills for that guy.
Irving and Wilson were there to they were pressuring him the entire time.
Well, I'm going to have to say Carter's lacking arm strength.
Yeah.
That was not a very strong pass.
I think he could have run and picked up about 20 yards.
Yeah. And he threw that. I thought
He
it was
had the
going to be.
middle
I thought it was going to be a rifle shot, and that thing was like a dying duck.
Fluttered out of there, maybe lost grip. All right, 3rd and 10 seconds to go. They got time for 2 plays.
They have 2 timeouts left too. They can stop the clock.
Why didn't they use one?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to figure out. They wasted 10 seconds when they did spike the ball.
All right, Harden in motion, Carter back. He's going to throw long over the middle.
Oh, Irving got a piece of it.
Tipped, deflected, incomplete.
3.9 seconds.
Irving got a piece of that one.
I don't know, but if that defensive back was not so intent on hitting the receiver, he might have made an interception there.
All right, 4 seconds to go.
You know what? And with 3.9 seconds, I'd give Paxton Luke a chance because he's got a big leg. I'd give him a chance to kick that. Seriously, it was right there. It was right there. He could have probably got, it'd be a 60-some yard field goal. That'd be crazy good.
All right, so.
Why do you laugh at me?
Because
Wait a minute. Hold on a second. They're not.
He kicks for Riverside.
Yeah. The interception would have been right there.
Oh, the interception. I thought you thought it was 4th and down. Or,
No, if he would have intercepted the ball, then they turn around and put Paxton Luke on the field, and he's going to go and kick a world-famous world
I get
record.
you. With the wind's died down. Why not?
I love how you think I'm
why
crazy all the
Why
time.
wouldn't you run a play, right? It's 4 seconds to go. Send everybody long, scramble around, run the ball, whatever. I mean, what's the point of a punt?
Riverside is very up, man.
Look at
They're
Riverside, Dennis. They're dancing again. That's
All right.
Superior Reed, Pomey, Barrington Collins, Dombrowski, Carlisle.
They're doing the slide, or whatever you call. What do you call that? The cha-cha slide? I don't know.
The chicken.
They're doing whatever the line dance is. They're down there doing it. Look at them.
All right, here we go.
One hop this time. Right foot, 2 stops. Left foot, 2 stops.
I think Bill Stacy's just lost total control of the Riverside side.
Well, I have to say, from the look of the sideline over there in
There we
San
go,
Bernardino, they're
Dennis.
defeated.
Back to the game. They're going for
All
it.
right, they listened to me and they're going to go for it. All right, Carter back, and he's
Holding on
wants the
Wilson.
rush, and Irvin sacks him to end the game. Well, to end the quarter.
Regulation.
Wilson was held by 3 different guys.
I saw. He was actually being mugged. I think they stole his wallet.
That's the game, I think.
That's the ball game. So an 11-yard sack of Thomas Carter by David Irving.
No, I think
Are we going to keep playing?
it looks like it. Yeah, it looks like they're going to keep on playing.
Mercy.
You know,
What is it,
Nothing's
Chad? What
easy
is
for
Chad
us,
on
is it?
music
You know, it
say?
could be just
Chad, please.
could be an easy, 4 quarters of all-star football.
I'm voting for Wilson and Irving as MVPs.
He's having a heck of a half.
Wilson is unbelievable.
He is.
Wilson is unbelievable.
He's great. He's the best ever.
We can do the HS Game Time Live MVP. We don't need.
Now,
we don't need. A
Wilson
vote
is from
somebody
Corona
else.
Zinc, not Santa Cena. Okay. All right. So let me just. I mean, you saw that right there. They had 3 guys on him. They had him like this. They were like grabbing him,
But he didn't get the quarterback when they were doing that.
No, because and they let Irving
The
get it.
Sansino guy got the quarterback.
I know.
So they had to break up the line dance on the Riverside County sideline so they could figure out a strategy for overtime.
Hey guys, could you stop dancing? We're trying to get something going here.
That's right. Hey, Superior, Charles, come on, guys, we're gonna play.
Is it? Well, I don't even know the rules. Is it first to score, or does everybody get a possession?
Probably possessions.
All right, we're gonna take a photo. We're taking a photo of the officials at midfield. All right, that's nice.
They're kidding me, right? That guy's kidding me.
They did. They just took a photo. They lined it up and took a photo.
It's always the most opportune time to do it.
Why not? All right.
Traditionally in football, we take photos of referees at the start of halftime, or at the start of
We're gonna
overtime.
send some captains out and do this.
Here you go. The whole look at the sideline. I'm telling you, 2 different sidelines. Based on the sideline body language, I'm going to say Riverside's going to win this
Yeah, I
game.
would say so as well. That 2-point conversion that was called back was one of the more interesting plays we saw all season.
Yeah.
It was. Barrington Collins sweeps left, kind of cuts back wide
And he was
again,
caged.
talking about, as we mentioned before, going even deeper back into the backfield, trying to get to the corner. Looks up, 4 defenders there. Oops. Just turns around and goes, well, what the heck? I'll chuck it. And
I call what Barrington Collins tries to do every play is like an athletic arrogance. He's so good that there's an arrogance to it. Like, if I go back 5 yards, I can probably gain 30. And it's that kind of I can do this mentality where most guys are like, oh, just hit them as hard as you can and hope for the best. And he's thinking, I can get 30 yards out of this. Let me see what I can do.
sure. Well, he didn't do that in the state bowl game or the state the CIF
Rain.
championship game.
Rain. We down here in Southern California don't like rain. Apparently, Northern California enjoys
Yeah,
rain.
apparently based on the near sweep by Northern California.
Yeah, a 5-1 record.
Yeah, they should probably invite the Southern section back for a couple of years into that one. Kind of like the Big Ten.
Yeah, it's like a Rose Bowl, New Year's Day like performance.
It's like Riverside's won the toss.
That or play the state bowl game up in Northern California in that climate for a few years.
That'd be cool.
All right, so Riverside won the toss.
That
They
means-
deferred though.
Shut up.
No, they did. They're deferring to the
Oh, that's
second
right.
possession. So
So is our sideline reporter down there with camera in tow?
Where is young Paul?
I'm looking for him. Did he go to the other sideline?
No, he's down there. He's down on the 15-yard line. He's in position A.
Oh, there he is.
Yep. All right.
So I'm going to play standard rules to the 25.
All right, so San Bernardino's going to come out with Carter, Mason, and I can't see the number of the other running back over there. Carter hands off to Mason, and he gets stuffed at the line.
I'm telling you, it's
Andre Lewis again.
a tale of 2 halves. This is just amazing to see San
Jonathan
Bernardino.
Sanchez from Vistamere that was there as well.
San Bernardino just, they seem like the deer in headlight.
Sanchez is a load.
Sanchez had 8 sacks and 79 tackles this year. That guy's
6'4", 240. It's a huge
All right.
defensive front now for
second and
Riverside.
10, first possession of overtime. Carter back, and look out, tipped by Irvine. And it's caught
By Marcus Mason.
by Marcus Mason. He's down to the 20.
Back to the line, original
so
line start.
somebody is hurt. Is that
Oh, shoot.
Wilson? Who is that?
Wilson,
11?
yeah.
You know, he slipped really hard, too. Oh, he cramped. It's a cramp.
I
It's
didn't
just
know
a
if maybe
cramp.
he had like some dislocated ankle.
Well,
or
he
something.
wasn't-
the way,
he
the way he
didn't
was
look good.
lying
Well,
there.
Yeah.
he slipped. Did you see him slip when he
Yeah.
was going to the quarterback?
Yeah.
He slipped really hard, and then it must have cramped on him.
Well, he was laying at a real odd
Yeah.
angle, and it was just like I was afraid of what that was.
Look at he
Come
was
on, haven't
broken
you
in
ever been
half.
like laying in bed and rolled over, and next thing you know, you're writhing because you have a huge calf cramp? And Dennis Pope says you have to have calf muscles to have those.
Wilson has played a magnificent game tonight. Number 11 out of Corona.
Let's give a big hand to Devontae Wilson coming off the field. The pass is 55 yards.
Yeah, he's a man among boys.
That's the second pass that Irving has tipped tonight, and I think he's altered like 2 others.
What is Irving, 6'5"?
6'7".
6'7"? Oh, that's right. That's right, 6'7".
All right, now key play here, 3rd and 5.
Does
Again,
he play basketball too?
we're in
I
overtime.
think so.
Carter takes the ball, rolls left, going to look to run, cuts back to the right up the middle, and he's near the first down, and I believe he's short.
Does not get it. That's a 4th and 1.
4-yard run for Thomas Carter.
In on the tackle.
Great penetration there by Sanchez. He kind of moved Carter inside where Irving and the rest of the crew awaited him.
Less than 1.
All right, we'll see if they test the spirited Riverside County defensive line here.
Wilson is back in the game.
Looks like they're going for it.
All right, 2 running back set for Thomas Carter. 4th and 1, overtime, and we've got a penalty flag.
Penalty on the play.
They didn't have the. What's his name? Hillier wasn't up on the line. They needed to. They need to cover the end.
Apparently, it was over the line because they
No.
called offsides.
Oh, does that what they?
Yeah,
Oh, really?
yeah.
I
They
looked
called
like he was.
the rear offsides on the offense.
He set up offsides then.
Yeah.
I thought he was off the line of scrimmage. They didn't cover the end.
All right, so now we're going to see a field goal attempt. Again, a non-contested kick in overtime. This is wrong in overtime.
It is in a game like this, yeah.
In overtime.
It's a big kick though, guys. I mean, it's 37 yards.
Throw your helmet up. He's going to be the GOAT?
Jake Van
No, it's
Ginkel
good.
Kicks it through.
Touchdown wins it. 31-28. San Bernardino just scored to take the lead in the first overtime. Riverside will take over possession.
And that is their first points
Since the second quarter.
since about 4 minutes into the second quarter.
First offensive points since the first quarter. Oh no, that interception was to make it 21.
Made it 14.
All I need is a touchdown and the game's over here. Well, this has been a lot more fun than we probably expected coming into it after last year's game.
You are correct, sir.
I dare you to do it.
Overtime. San Bernardino has kicked a field goal.
I'm so tempted to do it, Lewis.
Live from Corona, Dave Zink throwing cans off the back of the press box.
All right, first down from the 25. Derek Brown is going to hand off to Superior Reed up the middle, and he busts through the hole, and he's going to break through.
Wow.
He scores!
Unbelievable.
And there you have it. Game over. Riverside comes back from a 28-0 deficit to defeat San Bernardino 30. It's going to be 34-31. Point after not necessary. That was Superior Reed on a 20, I think that was a 25-yard run up the middle, handed off, eluded 2 or 3 tackles, and into the end zone for the Riverside win. Now, they started out the game horribly, but it's not how you start, it's how you finish, and they finished very strong.
Right, the slow first quarter for Derek Brown, Barrington Collins, but really Derek Brown with a strong fourth quarter. Superior Reed, a pair of 25-yard touchdown runs, the difference for Riverside County. And who'd have thunk it? It was a 28-0 game in the second quarter, and Riverside County comes back and wins 34-31.
Well, and you know, the amount of talent that was on the Riverside County squad, you just had to figure when were they actually going to wake up and start playing football, and obviously it was the second half.
I think the difference was the line dance.
Well, they got excited about the game again, it seems like. Tremendous.
Again, like I said, the sideline will tell you everything you need to know about the game. And
so,
Riverside was a much looser sideline at the end of the game.
So apparently we don't get a vote in the MVP. I guess, you know, it'd be interesting to see what happens with it. Superior,
well,
do you think?
Superior Reed had the real big fourth quarter. You know, and like I said, he finished with a pair of 25-yard touchdown runs.
That's really got to hurt for San Bernardino. That has just got to hurt. I mean, everything you can do, can't finish. That's tough. And you can see people filing out. So the mass exodus concludes this. What is this? 25th anniversary All-Star game with the Riverside squad.
That's right. Riverside taking a 7-6 lead in the rivalry.
That's right. And you know, you got to say that Coach Stacy, I don't know what he told his guys at halftime, but I would love to know because whatever he did, it definitely lit a fire under them, and they definitely took charge of this game.
Heck of a game, I think, from both sides.
The effort was there.
Yeah.
You know, in past couple of years, you haven't really seen, I mean, there have been individual efforts, but this was a good team effort. I mean, you give the MVP to somebody, but I really think that Riverside as a team should get the Most Valuable Players Award because they really put it together and came together as a team.
Well, I can't say enough. The defensive line's play in the second half was just inspiring. You know, especially Devontae Wilson at Corona. He just was all over the place. And they brought David Irving off the other side, and he just made things happen. In the interior line, too, Jonathan Sanchez, Dombrowski, a few of the Gordon kid from Beaumont, unbelievable during that second half.
Well, I think Derek Brown finished 10 of 16 for 104 yards. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe 80 of those came in the second half. He finished with 30 yards rushing, including an 11-yard run and a 17-yard run, which were key in the fourth quarter.
That was that big
And
run,
the 17-yard run set up the touchdown by Barrington Collins.
Right.
So, I mean, you know,
I'm going to have to say that the difference in this game in the second half for Riverside was exactly that. Derek Brown finally woke up at the quarterback position, was able to distribute the ball, much like Carter did in the first half.
Right. There they go with the pushing on that, Dennis, and I think this is
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce former All-Star Classic player, USC Trojan, Butkus Award winner, and former NFL star, Chris Claiborne.
Bringing out Chris Claiborne now to give out the trophy, the Corona defensive coach.
Great game. I hope you bring the coaching staff, both sides, back next year. Great job, both sides. Great game. First of all, I'd like to bring up two gyms. On behalf of the Sports Clinic, we'd like to present Coach Stacy, Riverside County, championship trophy. Come on up, Coach Stacy.
That's Chris Claiborne, former NFL star, USC star, Corona assistant coach.
San Bernardino County and Coach Burrell has had a great career, and you guys are super football players. And Mr. Blackman, you're a class act. To give my son those wristbands was pretty special. We'll be following you at Oregon. For Riverside County, you guys could have pulled it up at halftime. You showed me something special. Very, very proud of you guys. Don't forget this one. Thanks, guys.
Next up.
Now for the game MVP.
Also, on behalf of the sports clinic,
A tough decision here.
we would like to give the most valuable player award to the great running back from Arlington High School, Superior Reed.
I can't disagree with it based on the
No.
gutty run. I mean, he could have fumbled that ball. He pulled it back together and he made the run.
Well, you know, it's just hard to do that when you have so many efforts that make
Right.
this victory.
Once again, congratulations to both sides. Riverside County made it a great game.
The touchdown run that he had was impressive. I mean, two long runs, definitely, tough efforts for him as well. Nels, what were you having?
Well, he had 2 touchdowns out of the 34 points, and 14
Yeah,
were
yeah,
his.
the 25-yard run right up the middle in overtime on the first play.
And about a 35-yard
The
run.
25-yard scoring play in the fourth quarter as well.
All right, well, gentlemen, it's been great being here with you guys to talk about this game. And I don't know, final thoughts, Dave Zink.
Well, based on All-Star games, as All-Star games go, it didn't start off so good for Riverside. And the game was kind of a slow game. San Bernardino was winning it, but the All-Star games usually don't tend to be this exciting and riveting. And this one really lived up to the billing. And it was the 25th anniversary. How do you do it any better? I mean, Jim Wynn had a great halftime show, and there was a great game wrapped around that halftime show. I think for the $10 admission that everybody got their money's worth.
Nels, what do you think?
All right, well, it was a fun ball game. Thomas Carter spread the ball around in the first half. First quarter especially, San Bernardino dominated. But yeah, we saw the playmakers for Riverside take over especially in the fourth quarter. Derek Brown, Superior Reed, Joey Legere had a couple of real nice runs.
Well, the number of talent, I mean, both teams have a lot of talent, but Riverside is, we've seen them all year long, all these schools, and there's a ton of talent there, and they definitely shined in the second half.
You can't contain him forever, and even Barrington Collins, they held him in check almost the whole night, and he had an 18-yard run in the fourth quarter as well. So, 186 yards among those 3 running backs. Most of that came in the fourth quarter.
Well, everybody, we thank you for joining us here on HS Game Time, and we will be joining you again real soon with more. We got basketball season and to get caught up on. We'll see you guys again here real soon on HS Game Time.
Peace.